thought to yourself, having nice, beautiful branding and gorgeous graphics is all very nice and good and well, but I've got more important things to be working on. I need to be working on my client work. I need to be working on making reels and videos and writing emails and all these other things in my business. And so you just push it aside and think it's just not that important. Maybe I'll work on that one day when my business has got really big, but right now it just doesn't really matter. I don't need to worry about it. Well, in today's video, we're going to look at 5 ways that design elevates your business and why it's actually worthwhile working on your branding and graphics because it can make a huge impact in your business. So before we dive in, if you'd also like to learn the 4 secrets to making design easier so that it doesn't feel so hard to work on your branding and your graphics, then check out my free class. It will be in the description box below. All right, so let's dive into the 5 ways that design can elevate your business. First of all, design helps to position your brand. It instantly tells people where you sit in the marketplace, and it gives them an instant impression because when people come across you, they're going to make a judgment about, is this business for them? Is this what they're looking for? Is this something that's going to interest them? And your branding and your graphics is going to really create an impression about your brand positioning. So that means if you want to sell something that's really luxury and high quality and charge a high price, but if your branding and graphics tell a completely different story, making it look very affordable and average and not that exciting, well, the person that's looking for that thing that's going to be luxury and they're willing to spend more on is going to be passing you by. It's really important that your branding and graphics sends the right message about your brand positioning. Your branding and graphics really need to make it clear where your brand sits in the marketplace and what people can expect. It really sets an expectation. So for example, if you were going out for dinner, if you wanted to go out for a really nice high-end meal, which of these 2 would you choose? Or say for example, you wanted to buy some new clothes, but you just want something fairly affordable, nothing too fancy and expensive, you just want some basics that are quite affordable, then which of these 2 brands would you walk into? So as you can see from these examples, the way your brand and your graphics position your business is going to make a difference as to whether the person decides, yes, this is something I think I'm looking for right now, or just passes you by because it's not really what they're after. You really need to be setting the right impression so that the right person is going to actually spend the time getting to know your business more and finding out if in fact that is what they're looking for, or if you're going to end up just losing them because you've set the wrong impression about your brand positioning. Remember, different people are looking for different things, so it's so important to know who your ideal customer is. What kind of person are you trying to target? What is it that you're trying to offer them? What kind of price point do you have? What are you offering in terms of quality? Things like that. Really consider those things, then make sure your branding and your graphics communicate that. Now, along with that, your branding and graphics also communicate who you are and what you stand for. And just like with the brand positioning, this is going to affect who you attract. People, when they're looking through different businesses, have in mind what they are after. So you need to make sure that your brand communicates the kind of things that they might be looking for. Maybe they're looking for a brand that's sustainable. Maybe they're looking for a brand that's really fun and full of energy. Maybe they're looking for a brand that's super creative. Think about what it is that that person is looking for, what you value as a business, and make sure that you're communicating that so that you're attracting the right kind of people. If you've been finding at the moment that you've been attracting the wrong kind of people, if you're getting bad clients and annoying customers and you just feel like you're not attracting the ideal person that's the perfect fit for your business, then it could be that you're communicating the wrong message. And so people are getting confused. The wrong people think this business is for them, and the right people are passing it by because they don't realize that this actually is what they're looking for. So it's so important that you make sure your visuals communicate that message. This is why it is so important to work on this, because you could be losing those ideal perfect people because people make a judgment really fast when it comes to visuals. When it's things like your text and your copy, people are going to spend a little bit more time reading that. But your visuals are what capture attention really fast. And so if you don't create that right instant impression, someone might pass you by and not even spend the time reading your copy or watching your videos. So it's so important you're communicating that right message up front so that the right people are actually spending the time to get to know you more. Good design also makes you look professional and trustworthy, and this is so important in online business because in the online world, anyone can be anyone. Anyone can start up a business and put something out there, and there's plenty of dodgy businesses and scammers, and people are a little bit hesitant. They want to know, is this business trustworthy? Is this business professional? Are they going to do the job for me properly? Are they going to give me a poor quality product? Are they actually going to deliver on what they're saying? And so by having good branding and design, it's actually showing that you're professional, that you spend time working on your brand and your graphics, that you really care about it, that you're a trustworthy brand that's taking this seriously, because it makes it look like you've taken your business seriously. It doesn't look like you're just some little hobby or just some thrown together scam. It looks legitimate and it looks trustworthy, and that is so, so important, because people are going to be wondering, can I trust this business? And so if you're setting a good tone up front, it's more likely that you're going to build trust a lot faster. Without that, it's going to take a lot more time to build trust, because people are going to have to really spend a lot more time getting to know you to try and work out, can I trust this business? But if you've set a tone early on that you look trustworthy, it's more likely that you're going to build trust much faster. Good branding and design will also make your brand memorable. Being memorable means that you're going to be stuck in people's mind. When they come across you, they might not actually need what you offer in that particular moment. But if you've made your brand memorable and it stands out from everything else in your industry, then when that person needs that particular thing, they're going to remember you. And so it's more likely that they're going to come back to you. Or if they hear one of their friends saying that they need what you offer, they're going to think of you and suggest you. So if you've made your brand really memorable and it really stands out from everyone else and doesn't just blend in and look like all the other businesses similar to you, then it's much more likely that you're going to come to mind when someone needs what you offer. So I hope this has convinced you that it's worth spending the time on your branding and your graphics, that it's something worthwhile to work on. It's not something that you should just be pushing aside and not really worrying about. It is something that is very powerful and can make a huge impact in your business. And again, if you would like to learn the 4 secrets of making design easier, because I know trying to work on your brand and graphics can feel a bit intimidating at first, and you may want to know, how can I make this whole process a lot easier and feel more confident working on my branding and graphics, then check out my free class. You'll find the link in the description below. And if you'd like to learn more about branding, graphic design, and creativity, then make sure you subscribe to this channel, and I'll see you next time.